In this video, we're going to explore the first part of making a marketing plan. The purpose of this assignment is to familiarize you with the planning process and facilitate the hands-on application of a campaign development. First and foremost, for a successful event, campaign, or business is to get clarity and form a clear vision with effective and efficient objectives. You will develop a campaign-oriented marketing plan with the potential for execution, so you want to prepare it to be both visually and technically informative. Why is a marketing plan important? A marketing plan is a fluid document that details a firm's marketing objectives and strategies over a specific period of time. It could be 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. A good marketing plan should clarify the target audience, give insights to build marketing assets and messages that will resonate with the target audience to deliver results, provide directions to help weigh options and determine the best course of actions for the company, and should have built-in tracking mechanism to monitor performance. There are two main types of marketing plans. They could be strategic, long-term, higher level goals such as increase awareness or market share. We can use as an example Starbucks campaigns showcasing their social development investments in developing countries. This is a way for them to brand themselves as socially conscious company that will make their customers more willing to pay their high-priced coffee as a way of contributing to a good cause. Tactical short-term. As an example, we can use the fast food chain Popeyes and their specific social media promotion of their chicken sandwich. They wanted to grow the sales of this specific product and they promoted it all over social media to start. And when they went viral, then they were everywhere, mostly organically. And then there are other types of marketing plans that fit in between those two extremes on either dimension. For example, a company could have a broad-based long-term plan, strategic and macro, and a hyper-focused short-term plan, tactical and micro, or some other type of plan that fits their needs. The second dimension looks at the scope of the plan. More macro marketing plans tend to be all-encompassing, such that the plan will include sections for multiple sub-marketing teams or functions, emails, search and display, social, website. Conversely, smaller, more macro marketing plans will include only one marketing sub-team function or focus on one target segment at a time. Content for your marketing plan. Let's take a look at the different sections and components that will be included in your marketing plan for this class. Don't feel overwhelmed. I'm going to break it down by class, so at the end, you will have all the tools needed to complete your assignment. Today, we're going to look into the executive summary part. A well-written executive summary should answer the following questions. What types of customers are you targeting? What will you market specifically? How is your product unique? How will your company stand out? What customer problem does your product or service solve? How would you market this product? How much would it cost you to implement this plan? Why now? For this assignment, you should include these sections as a guide to articulate your strategies and resources in achieving your revenue objectives. You are to prepare and submit your marketing plan in a professional format. Remember that you're presenting this plan to a prospective client. Company vision is a clear declaration of what a company, business, or organization wants to achieve or become in the future. Company statement is used by a company to explain in simple and concise terms its purpose for being. The mission statement is usually one sentence or a short paragraph explaining its culture, values, and ethics. Mission and vision statements serve several purposes, including motivating employees and reassuring investors of the company's future. Many small companies don't have these, but it's highly recommended as a first step as it helps them to visualize their future. By the way, these statements are often updated as the company grows and changes or covers new industries. Amazon's mission is to be Earth's most customer-centric company where customers can find and discover anything they want to buy online. Their vision is that we strive to offer our customers the lowest possible prices, the best available selections, and the utmost convenience. Founder Jeff Bezos has publicly referred to the Amazons.com mission statement as the guiding force behind his leadership decisions many times in the company's history. Key product and services offered. Focus on best sellers. In my experience consulting international clients trying to enter the US market, I've often seen them trying to bring their whole catalog of products to the US. I always tell them, if you're not going to run a market research to learn which products will be more successful in this market, then you need to focus on the hot items, the ones that you're known for, the items that sell the most. Later on, once you have taken the US market pulse, you can introduce additional products. Mind your inventory. Either as a new company or existing company entering this market, you always have to keep in mind that the bigger your catalog, the more capital you will need to manufacture, transport, and store your product. Discover your niche, your blue ocean. We will talk about this later. And focus on it. A couple of successful companies I can use as examples for these are Under Armour and Spanx. Under Armour used to sell, when they started, undershirts for football players, and this was their only one product for quite a while. After they took over that specific niche, they became bigger, but they took a while until they actually decided to take on the next product. Another example is Spanx. Spanx used to have 4 SKU for quite a few years. I believe it was for the first 5 years. They only had 4 SKUs, and that's what made them known. And after they took that reputation and that branding, they went on to add additional SKUs. USP, unique selling proposition. I cannot stress enough how many times I get my clients showing up with what they think is the ultimate product to solve certain problem, and I have to break it to them. There are similar products like those already in the market, or actually better solutions to that problem. So before you or your client ventures into prototyping and manufacturing a product, they need to make sure that they have advantage over whatever is already in the market. Most of the times, you cannot base your company's success purely on having better pricing. Your value proposition should describe how your product or service solves, improves problems, what benefit customers can expect, and why customers should buy from you over your competitors. A truly great value proposition is a statement that paints a clear picture of what your brand has to offer for prospects. As an exercise, this is a great template so you can clearly identify each component. Later on, you will use parts of it and imply others. Here are some examples. I took a crack at this one and added my view for Apple Watch. So for tech-savvy people, your audience, who need more than a watch, that's a buying need, our company is the global leader in the smartwatch market, that's a category, that provides the best technology at an affordable price. That's the benefit. Unlike our competitor, Fitbit, we offer the differentiation, many more apps on your wrist. Target's value proposition is expect more, pay less. Their message is basically, you don't have to compromise on price or quality. You can get both. So what's implied is that in their competitors, if you want quality, you need to pay price. So I guess they're competing against Macy's, Bloomingdale's, better quality, also higher price. Your key marketing objectives will depend on the scope of your marketing plan. If you're introducing a new brand or product, then your key marketing objectives will be brand awareness and market share growth, among others. If you're looking to grow online presence, as an example, then number of followers, fans, engagement actions will be your key marketing objectives. Key performance indicators, KPIs, are the critical key indicators of progress towards an intended result. KPIs provide a focused strategic and operational improvement, create an analytical basis for decision making, and help focus attention on what matters the most. As Peter Drucker famously said, what gets measured gets done. In marketing, there are a lot of metrics you can measure depending on your medium and goal. Let's say you want to measure how many people watch your video, views, how many people clicked on them, clicks, how many commented on them or shared them, engagement, and in which part of the video did you lose them, retention, among many others. Once you have identified your key marketing objectives and your KPIs, now you need to keep them SMART. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. When we talk about specific, it will be something like, I want to grow my market share. That is not specific enough. Something like, I want to grow my market share by 2% in the next 3 years, then that's specific. Measurable. I want to have 100% customer satisfaction. Can your company actually measure that? Do you provide all your clients with surveys and reviews? If you don't, how do you know they're satisfied? Attainable. I want to have our campaigns go viral. It's a great dream, but in reality, it's not an attainable goal. Realistic. I often hear my clients entering the market speaking about wanting to get a 2% share of the market, as if it was up for grabs. In reality, in most cases, unless you're a disruptor, you will have to take that away from somebody else who already has that share. So it's not a realistic goal, not in the short term. And this is where the next SMART goal comes in. Timely. If your marketing plan covers the next 5 years, maybe growing your market share by 2% is not unrealistic after all. I hope that you enjoyed this lecture. There's much more on Canvas for you guys to read on, and we'll continue next class.